One's a former NFL star turned esports coach.
But I was getting the stink eye from my wife. She's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing."
And one's a dad who can't stop playing Rocket League.
These kids these days, they're like, blah, 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 blah. We're used to jump and run.
Together, they welcome you to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge.
Welcome into Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. I'm your host, Ahman Green. One person that I always mention, I will never talk about myself in third person, but welcome to my show. We're here to have a good time. Sorry that you had to wait in the lobby there for a little while, Akido.
Oh, it's all good, man. I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah. So if you have tuned in, this is our show of it's the ultimate destination of all things gaming, hosted by myself and my man Alan, or goes by Akido Chinrua.
I'm gonna get it eventually, man.
I'm gonna get it. Chin. No, don't mess it up. Just stop it right there.
Dude, like I said, Akido's it's way easier. Chineru.
There we go. Chinero. I got it. So, former NFL running back coming at you, gaming enthusiast, and this is your show. My show is your weekly getaway to the latest of hottest news about games, TV series like Andor Season 2. If you haven't watched it yet, it's going to be some fun stuff we'll talk about there at the end of the show. So it has your latest games, hottest game release updates, in-depth conversations, and with industry topics. And whether you're a casual gamer or a hardcore gamer or a hardcore esports fan, My Gamers Lounge has something for you and everyone. So grab your controller, settle in, and join us as we dive into a dynamic world of gaming. And so since last week, we had the holiday weekend, Labor Day, but it was still work day for some of us. We were streaming.
Right.
So had a good weekend. Between Dark Doom Ages, playing that on mouse and keyboard is definitely different. And I always have sensed the speed of a mouse. Like, even though this Orbital mouse, which is awesome, by the way, shout out to Orbital. I'll get those edits put up for them from the last time I introduced and unboxed the mouse. The mouse is awesome. So it's a wireless mouse, by the way, and the movements is lightning speed. Like, I know that there's always a debate, controller, mouse and keyboard, what's better, what's faster. Depends on the game, and obviously it depends on the gamer, because for us, we grew up with controllers in our hand. And I
get it. I really do. I'm blanking on the actual terminology for it.
I think it's DPI. I think you're right, or close.
It's embarrassing, but you know what I'm saying. The amount of how much you can cover.
Yeah, the ground,
with just
speed. Yeah,
the speed of your mouse. Chat, help me.
It helps. So good afternoon. Not the real loner. I know you're on the East Coast. You should be just getting out of school, something like that.
You're right. It's DPI. It's dots per inch.
Yeah, it was DPI. You were right. You're overthinking. See, overthinking. I got you, my guy. I know when you're overthinking. You had it the first time. So, but yeah, the DPI and the speed and the movement, turning around, running and jumping. I say more of the shooting aspect, because I know I'm hitting shots, and I see why sometimes when I'm in a Call of Duty match or a Fortnite, I say mainly Call of Duty and Halo. Sometimes I question how they shot me, but sometimes I'm like, okay, they might be on mouse and keyboard.
Dude, it's really evident when we were playing COD last night.
Right, especially that one match. Yeah, that was crazy. That one player was bouncing up and down and accurately piecing us off. But God bless, he was blessing us, as they say in some worlds. So we've been gaming. Man. Yeah, we're gaming. So we've been gaming on NILTV Esports and here on Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge all week long. So this is just the pit stop here is the Gamers Lounge where we kind of catch our breath. And then later on after this show, we'll be getting into some Wingman Wednesday, some Halo.
Yeah.
And if you want to jump on NIL Esports with Tyrone Crawford later on around 8:30 or so, he jumps on some Warzone with him and his crew. I don't know if he have a spot open, but if he does have an open spot, you're definitely welcome to join in. You just better know some Warzone because he's going to be
jumping in on that too.
I might jump in today. So have a good time. But the rest of the week looks like this. Throwdown Thursday is fighting game day, which is tomorrow. I'll be on probably later. I'll be traveling. So I'm gonna bring my Xbox with me. I'm staying with one of my nephews who are gamers. And so I might be, obviously, I'll be on the road, but I still might be on a little bit later. Actually, not too late because I land at 3 o'clock in Nebraska. So I could be streaming at normal time, like around 4 or 5 o'clock. No, I'll say 5, 6 o'clock for a couple hours. Play some Mortal Kombat or maybe Guilty Gear. We were talking about that last week. So we might be
one of the two.
Yeah, one of the two. And then
you
Friday.
Could fight your nephews, technically, probably, if they wanted to.
Right. And then Friday is FPS Friday. So I will be super traveling. So I don't know if I'll be able to get near a TV or a good internet connection come Friday night because I'm flying out to San Francisco. I am calling the Texas Southern versus Cal Berkeley game Saturday afternoon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Pacific time. So I'm going to be 2 hours behind. So when I land in San Francisco on Friday night, it's probably going to be, I think, 7:10. So by the time I get to my hotel, it's going to be like 8:30. So I may be able to get stream if they have decent internet. I could probably stream. I just don't know how competitive I'll be if we're playing Marvel Rivals or Halo or whatever we're going to play on FPS Friday this week. So we got to.
All depends on that internet connection, man. Your frequent flyer miles got to be up there, bro.
They're up there. So chat. This is for chat too. Everybody that's listening in on YouTube, on Twitch, on X, and on Instagram, you can join in. So if you want to play with myself, Akido, whoever joins us, we had Lornell jump in. We went to the same high school. We're both from Omaha, Nebraska. Go Eagles. He's also a Cornhusker. Go Big Red. So he jumped in yesterday on Team Up Tuesday, and we were probably maybe 500 on the day.
Something like that. We were doing great.
We were doing pretty good. We gotta get ER in the mix.
Natty was there too and holding it down.
Like Cowboy Natty.
Natty was holding it down.
He's like one of my old, like a player that I coached because he was all worried about his confidence and nervousness. So I was like,
nobody was worried last night.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that right now.
He was putting in work. I was like, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Like I tell you, like you good. You know it. So, so that was good running around with Cowboy and Lornell, yourself. And so we could do the same thing on Friday. I'll be on the road though, but it could be I got to make sure tonight I update my Xbox. So I got everything in there, the digital Xbox. So we know that. But Alan, how's your weekend been? I know we're pretty much.
We were chilling most.
We were chilling.
I was chilling with you mostly, so you already know. I mean, it was fun.
Yeah.
Last week it's been great gaming, trying to just get your dailies done on Marvel Rivals, Fortnite, Call of Duty, Halo. Just putting in work, streaming with you and just chilling out, having a good time. It was those call outs in some of those games get me hyped.
Oh yeah, the call when you have
some of those clips.
When you have like perfect call outs, it doesn't get any better than that. That's like back in when I was playing football, that's like the offensive line blocking everybody correctly. It's like, yes, which they did, My offensive line was those dudes. And so when you get a good call out from Natty, from you, from me to you, back and forth, it's like I'll be like, thank you. Appreciate
That's what saved us that last round when we were calling out. When I was like, you know what, these rooms are colored. So are we doing purple, blue, orange, green?
I saw that right away. I just started saying it.
Yeah, and then we just started.
You said it. I was doing it. I was
we came back because we were down. Did we win that one?
We were down 5 or 6, and then
I think we did. We did wind up winning that one by yeah, it was like 2 points or 4, 5, 7 points, something crazy like that. That was a rough match.
Yeah, it was a rough match, but all the matches were kind of rough because we had some sweaty dudes.
And we were playing on boards that we hadn't played before, so we were relying on those call outs, on either which way. And those were some good close quarters boards. I had never played those before. So
no, yeah. So the maps were good. They're new maps. They got a lot of new maps on Call of Duty. So Activision has been updating it, just like any shooter will go. Eventually, we got to get to on Friday, like one of these Fridays. We'll hit it in probably October. Your favorite one, Apex Legends.
I mean, hey man, if you I learned that you got to just go do what you got to do. Man up. If you don't like it,
right.
Oh well, you just kind of roll with it, and then usually, it turns out all right. Like you're like, was that so bad, Akido? I'm like, yes, it was very painful, but we did win. He's like, right, Akido, you're the last one left alive. What do you mean, Akido? You're the last words I want to hear out of anyone's mouth. You're the last one left. I'm like, oh no.
Well, that means it's on you to win. That's all that means. And you don't want that? You don't want that in your life?
I mean, we talked about that, I think, in the last stream, or was it the one before, just about pressure, just like when that pressure is on and you really got to like lock in.
Yeah.
And you were talking about your experience on the field and stuff, just when you're like, if you're the last one, your squad alive, and it's like, all right, man, it's all up to you. I'm like
right. And that's what Cowboy kind of hinted at too. When he's like, oh, don't say that. And I'm like, because he won them. He clutched up at the end on a couple of those matches. We had about 2 or 3 of them. He clutched up and came in. And
you have to.
His ratio was 2.0 or something. The KDA was up high, like yours. I was just chilling in the 1.1 area, which I was very happy. If I'm over 1, I'm happy. If I'm 0.99, I'm just as happy. So
everyone had their roles. Like he and High Roller were lighting up. I think they said that right side, and then I was kind of floating between mid just to kind of keep them on their toes, or at least like you got to push that spawn back. Like let me shoot you down so you can spawn back so they can do what they got to do on the other side. And if you're posted up on the other side, picking them off from the right if they got the left, and that's the mix. And as long as no one's going too deep to swap spawns, and we're good to go. We got a system. And it's butter. It works.
It worked, and worked last night. So let's hit a commercial from our sponsors at Stay Plugged In, and then we'll get back for these quick hit news bites, y'all. So we got some good stuff coming at you. Stay plugged in. You want to go to their website, check it out. All right, here we go. Looking to turn your passion for gaming into a college opportunity? Stay Plugged In is the premier platform connecting esports players with college programs nationwide. Whether you're grinding on Valorant, Rocket League, or Overwatch, Stay Plugged In gives you the tools to showcase your skills and earn esports scholarships. Don't just play, get recruited. Visit staypluggedin.com and start your journey to the next level today. All right, and here we go. Turn that on. There we go. We get it one more time.
Man, this don't work.
All right. We got that in there. We got the quick hitting news bites of the week from the gaming world. So we got a big one here. It is a fun one, and everybody loves this game, right? Borderlands. Oh,
it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. I have 3, and I'm only like maybe 25% through it. But 4 is coming out soon, and that's how long I've had 3 and haven't touched it, because I've been playing all these other RPGs that are fantastically fun. So the Borderlands 4 Rage Room, they had a Rage Room at PAX West, which one I was like totally forgetful. Like, man, PAX, I was thinking the end of the month, but I guess it was at the start. And that means TwitchCon. It's TwitchCon at the end of this month, I think, as September.
I believe so.
So that's what I had them mixed up with. So the Borderlands Rage Room was the most obnoxious thing at PAX West, and people loved it. So it says Gearbox knows what fans hunger for, and it's not subtle. It wasn't subtle. So to read the article here from Kotaku. So Stroll by Larian Studios, Baldur's Gate 3 displayed at PAX West, and you'll see fans quietly playing Divinity Original Soul board game, and they do a lot of board games there, card games, Magic Gathering, stuff like that. Linger in a little too long, though. You'll hear the sounds of a car crashing through a McDonald's drive-thru in the far corner of the showroom. So, and then after that, another car accident. So for piercing sound for long enough, you'll arrive to the Borderlands for Ripper Rage Room. By far most ridiculous marketing stunt at this year's expo. So let me go down here to the video. I just cut to the juicy stuff. So here's the video of the Smash Room at Borderlands 4 exhibit. So if you want to let off some steam, there you go. And this is an interactive, I'll say, area. And the only thing I want to know is what's it got to do with the game. That's all I want to know. Other than, you know what, it will relieve some stress, because this is what we all want to do as gamers when we have a bad round, like we were just talking about Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was the display. So and I like it. I'll say one thing I like about it, like I said, you can release stress. And most of the big exhibits at places like PAX West, TwitchCon, which will be coming up at the end of this month or real soon. E3 used to do stuff like this where you have a big, obviously you got a new game coming out, you got to make a splash. So one, this is advertising, right? This is the Borderlands booth. You're trying to get people interested. People already love the game. They did a movie from the past between 3 and 4 since then. And movie I still got to watch, by the way.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, got good cast. Yeah, when you got Kevin Hart in the movie, you done your research and homework to have the right people all together. Kate Blanchett, obviously in it, you know that she was Hela in one of the Thor movies of the Marvel universe. So fans of Gearbox Entertainment and Anarchic loot shooter game, some adore with its enemies iconic psycho mask, and wrapped around a small encased exhibit is waiting for you the chance to smash aluminum cans, trash cans, glass bottles, and dollar store ceramics. So staff dressed them in jumpsuits and the riot helmets and plastic visors. So then, one at a time, they make their way into the plexiglass enclosed chamber, where they emotionally unburden themselves with a post-apocalyptic baseball bat. So there you go. That's where you got in there. I just want to know, Akido, what would you do? Like, how long would you, or I'll say either how long would you stay in this room, or how many times would you go through this exhibit if we were at PAX West?
I would go through it probably once, but I mean, I'd let some of those dummies and stuff have it. Be like, maybe after I play a couple of those demos and lose, and then I'll be like, all right, now I'm ready. Now I'm ready to rage. I mean, it's a good way, like you said, to burn off some stress. I've always wanted to try one. Actually, I think we had one in Sheboygan here for a little bit. I don't think it's around anymore.
Yeah, I think companies, small businesses were popping up all over, even Green Bay, a couple of 2 or 3. I know I definitely drove past the one you're talking about. It's right off the exit, the Sheboygan exit right there by the Marcus Theater. It's down the street a little bit, but I saw driving past it one day. I was like, oh, a break room. I was like, one of my daughters mentioned that to me. Like when I found out about them, she said, oh yeah, when she sent us a video. This is way back when they were in high school, and they're full grown now, and they were in high school. That's when all the break room started. And I'm like, what is this? He said, oh,
it's a good idea.
Yeah, it was a great idea.
Also, TwitchCon is October 17th.
I was going to say it's coming up. Okay. Oh man, that's a bad weekend. I can't go. Dang it. We got a family trip. We're going to see our kids that weekend. Dang it. So all right, with the image, imagine the heart-stopping moment in the restaurant with a waiter accidentally drops giant tray of dishes. The immediate gasp as everyone experiences a simultaneous shot of fight or flight adrenaline, followed by the hushed murmurs of people gawking at the reality's brief departure from the mundane to the loudly and chaotic breaking of things in the Ripper Rage Room. So they debuted it at Borderlands 4 Warped Tour fan event early this summer in LA, and now it is reprising its role at PAX West. So this was probably at during PlayStation State of the Nation or State of PlayStation.
State of Play.
State of Play. That's what it is. I was like, I know I'm missing one word. So
State of the Nation.
State of the Nation. I was like,
mean, that sounds pretty
serious.
cool too, though.
Yeah, I was like, it ain't that
PlayStation
serious.
Nation. I could see it. PlayStation
so
Nation.
Thank
That's
you
not a
for
bad name.
following Pappy Jasper. Appreciate you there. But yeah, this was something that you got to do. Enjoy. And there's more videos actually there at PAX that went on. Is this one? Oh, this one went back. I go back to the page. Boom.
That actually happened recently. It's funny that they wrote that in the article. We were at Parker John's, and a waiter at the right, like literally to the left of our table, like right to the right of our table, fell.
Right.
The whole plate, everything just fell over.
So in this scene right here, you can hear the smashing in the background.
Oh yeah, we did. Oh yeah, we did.
Those statues are cool.
Oh yeah.
So that's the whole Borderlands exhibit right there. So that's the whole exhibit.
Oh, yeah.
And you hear the smashing in the background of the break room. So I think that's definitely be a memory for all those folks being part of PAX West.
Oh yeah, we did.
There we go. All right, headed off to the next information here. We got PlayStation State of Play. Like we mentioned, they got another fun game. Alan, why are they doing this to us? They know what they're doing, right? You know?
Oh,
PlayStation State of Play, also at Kotaku, is all about James Bond, man. So Sony September Showcase is a deep dive into 007. The next PlayStation State of Play is right around the corner. So is it all summer long? They do like once a month State of Plays, it sounds like.
I mean, it's one of those things where I think it's like every couple of months. I got to figure out when the last one was. Let me see.
Right. Gotcha. So State of Play, though, it won't have a big reveals on upcoming first-party PS5 exclusives like Wolverine. Sony revealed in September showcase later this week that focus solely on upcoming James Bond game 007 First Light.
That's today, actually.
Yes, it's today. Upcoming. So the State of Play times is today, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m.
We just wrapped up 51 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's 7 p.m. BST. That's over in Europe somewhere.
Yep.
So in the upcoming State of Play, tune in for the over 30 minutes of gameplay featuring a playthrough of James Bond's first mission as an MI6 recruit. IO Interactive rep Jan Roscoe writes over the PlayStation blog. The action includes everything from high-speed car chases to on-foot stealth sequences, shootouts. Stay tuned after the playthrough for insights from IO Interactive and the intense espionage gameplay right there. So I think
I went ahead and posted the link for you guys for the State of Play.
Yeah, I think it's a video in here for. Oh no, this would be the State of Play video.
Oh yeah,
right?
unless they already have it in there. There you go.
Yeah, they already have it in there, so we can see if it is. We're probably catching the tail end of it. Oh yeah, it went 30 minutes. So yeah, y'all could catch that. It went, have some fun, get some updates on some of the way the game looks. So 007 First Light is the Hitman studio take on the famous espionage franchise of Bytes with a younger James Bond in the driver's seat. The story sees the MI6 agent at 26 years old take on the first major mission and ultimately earns him 007 status. And from there, while it will be an original story, iconic characters like M and Q and Miss Moneypenny will all be part of the mix. But what I really want to know is if James Bond can kill someone with a fish. Gotta know. Can he kill somebody with a rutabaga? See if he could do that. He that good, you know?
I don't know about no rutabaga. I mean, a gun. I mean, it depends on how much.
It's a vegetable.
You have.
It's a vegetable, just so you know.
I know what rutabaga is. That's the thing the guy on Crash Bandicoot says. Rutabaga.
Right.
That's a spin thing. The mask. No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly. So State of Play won't be giving fans a peek of what else is coming down the pipeline for PS5. However, 007 First Light is also confirmed for Xbox Series X and S, Switch 2, and on PC. So that means all platforms. Naughty Dog Intergalactic, The Heretic Prophet, House Marquise Saros, and Insomniac Games Wolverine are all in works, but details of each of those blockbusters remain vague. We also still have no idea of what Santa Monica Studios is working on and whether it will be in the God of War universe or not. They put out in the last 3 years, they put out 2 God of War, so and they hit pretty good. I mean, they're great games there for Santa Monica Studios. So we'll see if the 007 Deep Dive ends up being the only Sony showcase this month. So you can check that over at Kotaku.com. That's some good information, fun stuff. When you got games like 007, doesn't get any better than that. Fun
I took
game.
A little peek. That's why
I
you
saw it
out for a minute. I was just clicking.
Oh, you went to the state of play in mid show. Oh yeah. Man, no, it's all good.
I wouldn't be a gamer if I didn't just check it out.
Exactly. So you're good to go. I'm just messing with you. You are good to go. That is actually not frowned upon. Thank you for doing that. You can let me know about it later. So let's give a shout out to our sponsors here at Slide Drink. Let's give what's up, Dr. Tom, Dr. Amy. Go to Slide Drink website. You get some good stuff, and we're gonna head on to a commercial to one of our sponsors. Thank you very much, Slide.
Whether you're deep in the digital world or out exploring the great outdoors, Slide Drink keeps the good times rolling. So power up your play with Slide Boost for energy, Slide Chill to relax, and Slide Dream to recover. No matter where your adventures take you, explore with Slide. Refresh, recharge, and repeat.
Boom. Hey, that's some good stuff. My favorite is, I think my first favorite was the mango. That is a chill one where it kind of relaxes you. All natural ingredients in it, so you might want to check it out.
Case. We need to have that at one of our next
event. We'll have it. We'll get it sent out to everybody that's part of the event. That is the plan. So I could give Dr. Tom a call. Yeah, it is still very good on the.
Where's the Slide Rage? Like,
yes, they got what?
To help you rage.
A healthy rage? You mean Red Bull?
Do they have a Slide drink to help you rage?
Oh, to rage? No. Yeah. They have something. They have a boost. That's all natural ingredients. Yeah.
We'll talk with Dr. Tom. Be like, we need Slide Rage.
No, we don't.
Like a passion fruit or something.
Passion fruit. There you go. You get passionate, not raging.
You get passionate. Okay.
I know Dr. Tom will go for that for sure.
All right.
Shout out to Tom and Amy, the creators of Slide Drink and Made for Gamers. All right. So this week in esports history, September 1st through the 5th, we got, man, you remember Overwatch League?
So it's been a minute.
Right. But they were able to set some milestones before they went out of business, unfortunately. So Overwatch League, Overwatch World Championship Series milestone. So the London Spitfire inaugural championship was way back in 2018 on July 28th. Back then, the London Spitfire was crowned the first ever Overwatch League champion after defeating the Philadelphia Fusion. Although the grand finals fell outside the dates of September 1st to the 5th window, it represents a significant milestone in Overwatch World League history. And then later that, I say a couple years later, Halo Fort Worth. So this was in Dallas area. I might have been at this one. Halo Fort Worth Major. The Halo Fort Worth Major took place in early September 2023, attracting no, I definitely wasn't there. I was doing coaching school. Coaching and teaching at that time, attracting a dedicated audience and marking a significant tournament for the Halo esports scene. And then way back in the 90s, Akido, in 1990, first online multiplayer leagues during this time. So during the second half of the 1990s, so that means 98, 99, and then walking into the 2000s, the emergence of online multiplayer games like StarCraft and Counter-Strike led to the creation of the first professional game, the first professional gaming leagues, including the Cyber Athlete Competitive League, the CPL, and the Professional Gamers League, the PGL as well. So, and now we got GGL, and we obviously every major esports title from League of Legends, CSGO, Halo, they all have their respective competitive leagues right now. Let me get a water. Something went down. Yeah, wrong.
I remember MLG.
Right, and then the MLG, right. That was awesome.
MLG, I guess, got shut down 2024.
Yeah, so they've been around too. So,
It's
also
crazy.
going on during this week in esports history, September 2nd, 45-year anniversary, 1980, Ultima won the first Age of Darkness, the inaugural game in the groundbreaking Ultima series, developed by Rich Garrett from Apple II. And then 31-year anniversary of the 1994 Live, a critically acclaimed role-playing game originally released for the Super Famicom in Japan. It was released globally in 2022 on Nintendo Switch. I might have to do some homework on that.
I didn't know Live a Live was that old.
Man, Live a Live. What's that game about?
Live a Live or Live a Lie.
Live a Live. That's what
it's
says.
like a turn-based
Got it.
Final Fantasy-esque.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Adventure. It looks really good. I'm looking at some gameplay and stuff for that.
31. Yeah, let's throw some of that gameplay up if you can. I think you got power. I think. Or no.
I got some. I think I do. Let me see here.
If not, put it in a Discord and I could pop it up on the screen. We got to see this gameplay.
Let's see. Here we go. Got that. This, and this. Excuse the long link on that one. Try this one.
No, it's all good. It is all good. You got it?
Yep, it's in our direct message one.
Got it. I'll look it up here in a minute here. That's pretty cool. That's the first one. Which one should I do? First one or second? Oh, the trailer one. I'll do that one.
Yeah, just do the second one. The other one's like a super long link. That's the one that came out on the Switch not too long ago. It's using that new engine that they've been using for some of the
Switch games.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, I love the graphics. This brings me back to the day right there.
Finished. I have you.
Live a Live. Wow. I like the graphics on this. So old mid-80s, early 90s stuff right there.
That thing's no god of mine. And I'm not
Oh, that looks so fun.
for anyone else.
And they're bringing like that. It looks like that He-Man that we looked at last week. Oh my god, that was so fun to watch. And it's gonna be so fun to play too. I'll play this. We might have to get this up on the Switch. Switch 1 or Switch 2. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter for this one, I believe.
Right.
It's that same engine they were using for like Octopath Traveler and I believe the Final Fantasy remakes that they did. Not remake. Well, I guess kind of remake.
Yeah.
The remaster that they did.
Gotcha. Hey, how you doing, the Average Historian and Meteor Gun 7? Hey, peeps, how you doing? Very well. Doing well.
Just as lost as I am.
Checking out this game from a video of esports history. Or no, yeah. A little esports history going on for you. And some anniversary stuff of games that what's been coming on. That is crazy.
So it's not over, huh?
All right.
Not by a long shot.
Not by a long shot. Shoot him, Tex.
I knew that was coming.
Shooting, cowboy. It's shooting, cowboy. So that is Live a Live. There you go.
Yeah, Square Enix. Okay, that explains it.
Yes,
I was
yeah,
gonna
that
say
makes
they're the
sense.
ones that got that whole. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool right there. Classic game from the time of class when all the classics were coming out. Like, did we? Like, I didn't know. I mean, I kind of knew. I'm like, man, this stuff is just too sweet right here.
I didn't even like turn-based games, to be 1,000% honest with you, until I played Final Fantasy VII.
Right.
Like, I was one of those kids that, I started on PlayStation 1 because my parents weren't too keen about me playing video games. And I'm sure they're looking at me like we tried everything we could to prevent this from happening. But
it just happened, right?
It just happened. But turn-based games for me were just so slow. I'm like, oh my goodness. But like looking at it as an adult and like some of the stories that you get from those games, such as like the early Final Fantasies, Live a Live. I would throw, Secrets of Mana and
Ooh, I've heard of that one.
Legend of Dragoon.
I've been across that
just-
as well. I haven't
yeah.
played them, but I've heard across.
Right, you know, the stories that you get from that, you know, it's, you know,
Pretty cool.
they set the path for what we have today.
Mhm.
You know, and allow a lot of those are flashy hack and slashes, like even the FF7 remake or 15 or whatever. But you there's still some decent ones too. It's a gateway. I would say like Baldur's Gate 3 is like a gateway drug to
Don't say it like that.
okay,
It's a
fine.
Game.
A nice
No, say gateway game.
gateway game.
GGG.
Turn-based. There you go.
3G.
Did we just come up with a new term?
Yes, we did. The 3Gs, gateway or GWG.
GWG. It's a
There
good
you go.
gateway game to turn-based games, and even D&D. Like I didn't know a lot about D&D. I knew some light knowledge, but like playing games like that,
Right.
and that's what we talk about all the time too on the podcast, is just diversifying the types of games that you play. You'll get some really good stories out of things like that, and you'll become a more well-rounded gamer, as you say.
Exactly. So on that point there, we'll take it to our next break here for Lucid Sound Audio that gives us these fantastic headsets that we can hear our games, play our games, and actually hear each other. So enjoy the commercial. We'll be right back.
Level up your game with Lucid Sound, the next evolution in gaming audio. Whether you're Team Xbox or PlayStation, Lucid Sound has you covered with premium wireless headsets for Xbox Series X, S, Xbox One, PlayStation 5, and PS4. Hear every step, every shot, and every detail loud and clear. Comfort meets clarity. Game with Lucid Sound.
Wireless and wired headsets, y'all. There we go.
This
or
or
that.
that.
And this is the fall sports edition. This was a hard one to work on because we already, well, it would be easy for October. I'm going to be doing between Halloween right around the corner to zombie movies to vampire movies. But until that time, I got to figure out some stuff. Had me thinking a little bit for some of the topics that we're going to hit here in this this or that edition. But we came up with some good ones. So fall sports. So think of fall sports. We already know it's football, right? What are some of the other fall sports, Akido? Do you know?
I'm gonna say something weird like pickleball or something, man. I don't know.
You close?
Like
Tennis?
rugby.
You're right. Pickleball, tennis is a fall sport. Volleyball, fall sport. Obviously the marching band and all the stuff that they do, cheer squad, pom squad, the break it down squad. They need a break it down squad.
Oh, I did say rugby. I was right.
Yeah,
Historian?
rugby. Yeah, rugby is. Yep, rugby is a fall sport. Thank you, Average Historian. Shout out to him. He gifts us with our clips and everything. So all the stuff, some of the stuff you see on social media. Shout out to Average Historian and Sway Creations, Grace and team out there putting in the work, helping us get our word out. All right, first this or that option. Boom. Friday night football or Saturday soccer matches. And this one for me is a no-brainer. Even though I respect soccer, I do like it. But Friday night football, that means high school football. Oh, especially here in Texas, it's no different than going to see Monday night football if you're going to see the Packers and the Lions, which I'm going this weekend to see in Wisconsin. Because Texas football, high school football,
Wisconsin, you say? No,
yeah, the stadiums are redunculous down here. I think you've seen some of my posts. I had a cousin who is not even 12. I think he's 14. His championship game was like the Super Bowl. Like the stadium was ridiculously huge. I'm like, oh my God, this is how they do it in Texas. But I always known that. I've heard it from all my teammates that live down here. So Friday night football here in Texas is definitely a spectacle. What about yourself, Akido or Chat?
Look, I like soccer and stuff, but I'm probably still going to go with the football. They probably got better snacks, honestly.
Well, I would say overseas soccer. I've been in some soccer matches. I've been in rugby matches overseas too. And so obviously it's a different concession stand menu. It's not burgers, it's not hot dogs. It's more like fish and chips. So fish and French fries, basically. Their chips are called fries over there. So we got Cowboy Netty, 100% soccer in the chat. Hey, I just did a soccer thing a couple weeks ago up in Madison, Wisconsin. Shout out to the Madison Forward Football Club. and having me aboard out there for one of their games. It was awesome. Alan, Steph came down. We all hung out. We had what, a nice little box seat area with food.
Dude,
My man Mark.
I didn't know that soccer games in the inner city were even a thing.
Yeah,
You walk around that block, they had a giant,
big old stadium.
Stadium.
Food.
Everyone was hyped. Everyone was nice. They had the guys in the crowd who you I have that clip. I don't have it. I do have it.
Which clip?
I didn't see how I could get it to you.
Which clip?
The one of when you actually went into the stands and were doing
the drum, like a video. Yeah, I know they had still shots of it. They didn't have a video of me doing it, but I had
a video. I think I put it on your computer or whatever, but no.
Yeah, I got my drum line on.
He did. He put down. They gave like a big giant thing of cookies, which I may or may not have eaten, but we put it down, and then they thought you were going to give them the cookies at first, but then we went and picked up the sticks, and they're like, "Oh yeah,
got to pick up the sticks, man." I would say over in Europe, they definitely have fun in the stands, and that's what soccer game it was like. They brought that feel to that field in downtown Madison. They brought that European feel where they're singing songs, they're drumming, they got energy the whole soccer game. So that was fun to watch. So that's one thing I could say that we as American fans sometimes don't do that. We cheer for our team, but we're not in there just got a whole song being orchestrated and everybody's on the same key and the same word at the same time. When you got 100,000 people doing that, and over in Europe, between soccer games and rugby games, that goes down. It's almost like, oh my God, they are vibing. Like it doesn't get better.
Over there, they're serious. I see like crying and weeping and stuff.
Oh yeah, when they lose. Oh yeah.
I'm like, man, it's emotional. Like you can see it all on their face. I'm like, man, they're in their feels.
And it's even worse for the South American teams. When they lose, it's like they're crying. They're like, my life is over. Brazil lost. They take it to heart, and it's like I'm feeling bad for them. I'm like, man, it's okay. You didn't play the game.
No, they played. They were there. They were on the
right.
They were on the field. They lost. They they didn't score the goal.
Right. And I'm like, man, it's okay. It's just one loss, but it was the loss. It's World Cup though.
It was like the loss. Yeah.
You can't when you lose in World Cup. It's over unless it's like the pool play. So you got pool play first. You know how that works. So
right.
So next one up is here on the list. It's marching band at halftime or pep rally spirit breakdown.
Marching band.
Yeah, especially I'm in the South now.
Marching band.
Right. And down south here between Prairie View A&M and all the high schools, the band gets down. They break it down. So I only been to like one or two games last year that I went to, high school games where I came out and saw the band. It's like sometimes you're there to see the band, and then people leave after their perform. They're like, "Hey, that's what I came for." It was people in the stand saying did that. I was like, "You wasn't here for the football game? No, we were just here to see the band."
Dude, like some of the mixes and stuff that was even plays in the menu and stuff for like your college football game. Mm-hmm. I had more fun listening to the menu music than like even knowing what the heck was going on.
Exactly. So that's some of the music that happens at halftime, but then happens during the whole game, especially if you go to a historic, like what a average historian says, HBCU, Prairie View, Texas Southern, which is the game I'm covering. And I'm super excited because we were having a group chat of all the commentators that's going to comment that game with me, the director, the producers, and somebody put in the chat that the Raider fans, since it's no more Oakland Raiders, they're in Vegas now. Some of the fans that still are there in Oakland, they created called the black. Hold on, it's because they had the black hole seat of the stadium where all the fans from the Raiders were the support. So now they took that black hole and turned it into the Black Bear, since they're the California Bears, into the Cal Berkeley Stadium. So I get to experience that and maybe see some of the fans that used to heckle me when I used to play the Raiders. Because I remember one time it was my rookie year. It was two times I was against the Raiders in Oakland Alameda Stadium, and the first one was my rookie year in Seattle when we were AFC West, and I was out there in warmups. I got my headsets on, vibing out, getting ready for the game, and they go, "Hey, Joey Galloway," and I turn around, "Huh, Joey, you suck." It's like, okay. So I go into the locker room. I say, "Hey, Jory, There's some fans out there want to talk to you. They or want me to send you a message. Like he's like, what they say? He said, "You suck." I was like, Joey is my teammate, so I'm like, it had to be funny. I was like, he gonna like this one. I said, so I relay that message. Say, hey, the fans say you suck, but it was the Black Hole fans, right? The Raider fans. And then years later, when I'm a Packer, and it actually was, what game was it? They were actually pretty cool. It was the game that Brett's dad passed away before the game, 03 season, and they were all cool. You know, they were cool that game because of what just happened, and they were actually, good luck and all this. They were like, we suck, which they did. Their offense was super bad, and so their defense was the best in the NFL, which was like crazy. They had the worst offense, but then the best defense, and so so that was that. Yeah, good story there. There you go. We got. The average historian says Ocean of Soul in Texas, Southern Bat. Yes, love to listen to them. So that they'll be performing. I'm hoping that they're performing at halftime at Cal Berkeley, but since it's an away game, we don't know. So, all right, next one on the list. We get to this list here: volleyball spikes or spiking or cross country trail. Since these are fall sports, so cross country definitely a fall sport, but I'm volleyball all day because of my ladies at Nebraska.
I haven't really watched a lot of volleyball like that, but I mean, I think it's more interesting than some of them girls and stuff, and if guys play whatever too, they I don't know how they do have to diving and everything else for it. I mean, running's cool. I can watch, Well,
cross country is running in the country, right? You know what that meant, right?
Yeah, you're running somewhere
where you're running through the woods and the water and trees and branches, and you got to jump over a puddle, and hopefully you don't slip and fall. That's cross country. It's the fact that you run from the school. Basically, if your school has a forest behind it, that's where you're running. You're running through all the trees and the nooks and crannies, the creeks and the rivers. What's up, C Hendo? What's up, man? How you doing? So that is cross country for you. Have y'all played Ready or Not yet? I think you played Akido, didn't you?
No,
Ready or Not?
Not yet. We were playing. I played Ready or Not on Call of Duty.
Yeah,
every time you play with Ahman is Ready or Not. Legit.
So
whoever wants to clip that can clip me saying this.
See, lots of Spartans playing Helldivers 2 since its Xbox release last week. Y'all played it yet? Yes, I played. We've been playing Helldivers. I've been watching my nephew and his wife on if you head over to Vienna Valor, oh my god, pure entertainment. When they're on there, they're flying dragons. There's flying dragons spitting fire breathing dragons on Helldivers now. Akido, did you know that?
No.
That is
was crazy. That with the latest update DLC or whatever?
Guess, and it's fire breathing dragons. I was like, and they trust me, they didn't have no luck. If we would have came in, we wouldn't have helped.
Look, man, I'm gonna tell you this: if we had the teammate that we had the last time, and then you add a fire-breathing dragon to the mix,
he was OP.
He was
AFK in the brain. I'll say that.
Well, man,
he was AFK in the brain. He wasn't thinking straight. So obviously, I go volleyball. So cross country for you?
No, I'm a volleyball too. I'm gonna cross rivers and streams and stuff.
All right, chat. Field hockey, ice hockey. Alan, where you at? Akido, where you at?
I'm in Wisconsin. I'm gonna say ice hockey.
Ice hockey. I like hockey. I like them both.
Which one they punch people?
Probably both. It's hockey. Hockey, you gonna hit somebody.
Define field hockey then. I mean, like
field hockey, you got the same. You just don't have skates. You're running. You got cleats. That's the only difference. And you still hitting the same. Ball. You're still hitting a ball that's round, that's moving, similar to a puck. And Cowboy Natty says ice hockey, mad vibes. Hey, I don't mind if I learn how to ice skate all day, every day. I'm gonna be that dude on skates.
I'm in the 90s, man. The D3, like the Mighty Ducks and stuff. Something about ice hockey, Wisconsin, or whatever else. Ice hockey hits different.
Ice hockey hits so different that I would have been. They have a position called the goon, where you don't score, you don't really play hockey, you just go hit people. And I'm like, that's me. That would have been my position. Yep, quack. Good Cowboy Natty threw at it.
I was thinking about that too when you're talking about the marching bands, drumline with Nick Cannon.
Yep, Nick Cannon all day. But yeah, there's a position where you don't even have to play hockey. You just skate and hit people. That's the positions I want. Boom. All right. I know golf is a fall sport, but what about disc golf in the woods?
Disc golf all day.
Yeah.
Disc
Oh,
golf
he didn't
all
even
day.
hesitate on that one.
No,
I like
no hesitation. Disc
no
golf.
hesitation. No thinking about it. Golf, hockey, in the or golf on a sunny fall day, or golf in the woods all day, huh? I think
Disc
I'm gonna
golf.
do.
Man, disc golf is different than regular golf. Man, I can't do it. I talk too much for regular golf, and also I can't I can't do the drivers. I used to play disc golf. You just
can't talk in the backswing. That's all you can't do. And correction, the enforcer. Thank you, Loke. Diz. Appreciate you on that. You're the enforcer in golf.
The little claps. I can't do
it. Golf in the fall for him though.
And disc golf. Have you played disc golf?
You play disc golf. It had
you gotta get your whole body you feel like a Tron.
Do the whole turnaround.
The whole thing.
Style,
you can toss that thing anyway. You can tomahawk it. You can bounce it off the trees. I'm
not that good.
You can do all sorts of things.
I'm happy if it goes in the chains. Okay, if it hits the chains, I'm happy. All right,
it's satisfying.
That's it. It's satisfying, just like playing a game of Super Mario Brothers.
If I hit that golf ball, I don't know where it's going. It's gone.
That's a fact. A lot of guys don't know. I'm one of them. But if it goes straight, I'm happy. All right. Now, this was something you had to get ready for, either homecoming game or homecoming dance. Homecoming game for me.
I don't even think we had homecoming anything in online high school. Legit.
I mean, have a homecoming.
I mean, it was online high school. Where are you coming home to? You're already at home. Homeschool. What you gonna do?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot.
I'm at home already. My homecoming game was going to get some Cheetos and go downstairs and play COD.
That was homecoming for a homeschool person, a homeschool kid. That's funny. That makes sense. That makes sense. They gotta come up. They gotta be imaginative, right? They gotta have.
They had prom at the Kalahari. That was cool. I mean, they had different get-togethers and stuff, for the kids to meet and whatever else, and stuff like that. But I mean, you miss out on the social aspect of a homecoming game or a homecoming dance or the nervousness of, do I want to ask this girl to dance? It's more like I'm gonna click out this window because I don't want to deal with this
homeschool. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. But when you're in it. When you're in school, you got to worry about that. Anxiety sets in, nervousness.
No, just click out the window.
So obviously, neither for you. All right, last one here. Winning a championship in the fall sport or breaking a personal record. I'm all about the team. I got to win a championship. I'm trying to do that, and I have. I got a little league championship. Pop Warner football my last year. Kalahari homecoming. That is fire. That's so fire.
There you go.
But yeah,
I probably said a championship.
Championship for me for sure. We were able to beat the Kingswood Cougars, west side of Omaha, and it came on it was home field advantage at Father Flanagan Stadium. That is now it was a high school. It was Flanagan High School, and the stadium was called Father Flanagan, and that's where the North Omaha Boys Club Bears played their football games, and we beat down the Kingswood Cougars, 42-13, 42-14. Something.
I don't know how you remember all that, dude. That's crazy.
Hey, I played it and lived it. That's why.
So, I played and lived a lot of things that I don't remember. I've done a lot of things I don't want to remember. Like half the games I play on you with Halo, I don't want to remember that.
I don't want to
my mind.
Oh my god. Oh, is this from this week? Wait a minute. Let me edit this real quick here. I think I threw some stuff in here by mistake. Oh yeah, this is last week's stuff. All right, here, go ahead over to this week in video game history. Let me just edit here real quick. Boom, 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 boom.
Side note, I think Rayman celebrated an anniversary recently as well.
Yeah. And I think it's on my list here.
It probably is.
Yeah. So video game history this week right there. We got Bad Cheese. It's a psychological horror game with a vintage 1920s animation style, which doesn't say the year. Oh no, never mind. That came out. No. This is something else. Oh, this is not the right area. Sorry. Oh, where is new stuff? The older stuff. Oh man, I didn't get it right. Darn it, messed it up. No esports, no video game history this week. Oh, I knew this stuff. This is stuff coming out this week. I'm like, what? I'm getting old. That's me getting old. So
You got the well, I mean, still, like I said, Rayman, they announced did something not too long ago. I can send you that article right quick.
Yeah. So it says new Halo getting announced next month. What? A new Halo? Oh my god.
It's about time for that.
Nice. So we're just headed down to game release. Actually, no, we got Devour Go real quick. Say hello to Devour Go. Nice little app. Check it out. We got a guild up in there. Do some fun things. And Devour Go app. Here you go. Thank you.
While you game, Devour Go delivers more than just food. It is the next-gen commerce platform bringing seamless ordering into the heart of gaming and entertainment. Skip the app hopping from your computer to the kitchen. Devour Go makes it easy to fuel up without missing a moment. Game on, eat up, Devour Go.
All right, now headed to game releases of the week, y'all.
It's time for the game releases. Game releases.
I like the It's so fun. All right, first game release of the week is Hirogami. Nice little fun game here. It's a game I was like, oh, this is so fun to watch and to play and all that fun stuff. Out on PlayStation. Comes out today. Explore the beautiful origami world of Hiro, a fan-wielding master of art of folding. Embark on a mystical journey to save your fragile home from deadly digital invaders, Akito. All right, so take on animal forms and traverse the landscape for solve puzzles and overcome enemies and save the realm in Hirogami.
How much this game?
How much? I don't know.
Take my money.
Fun,
1 sec.
Yeah.
$30 bucks.
Fun. How much? 30?
30 bucks.
That's a great price.
See here, right quick. Add that to the cart.
He said add that to the cart.
Hold up.
Yes, so fun game. I like the graphics. The graphics look great, simple but very cool. Taking the origami artwork and turning it into. I like when games do this. Like take something like origami artwork, pastel paint colors, stuff like that, and bring it into the fray of making it into a game. Doesn't get any better than that.
It looks great.
Fun adventure game here. So it's out now. And like Akito said, only 30 bucks. Doesn't get any better than that. So check this out. Put it on your list of games to play. By the end of the year, you'll have 100 games you haven't not played yet. So this would be one of the 100.
Sword of I guess still play Sword of the Sea. That's another one that was 30 bucks, made by the people who did Journey and Abzu and stuff.
Wow, so fun game there. Or the Hirogami, check it out. PlayStation 4.
You know the Akido vibes. I gotta grab that.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Gotta grab that.
And of course, when I see something that involves anything close to being horrified, I gotta bring it on the show.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
So this game is called Hell Is Us.
Hell is an action
So I'll let the guy talk for a little bit.
Fresh ideas to the genre, featuring intense combat and organic exploration and investigation, giving players the freedom to uncover secrets on their own.
So there is no
play as Remy, a former peacekeeper returning to
HUD
Helia,
on this.
his homeland,
No heads up
in search
display.
of answers about his mysterious past.
You gotta find your way around
only
this
one
place.
memory.
But I'll let
that
him
her
talk.
father was a blacksmith of the village of Jova, journeying across a country ravaged by civil war and hunted by the calamity. To uncover the many mysteries surrounding Haiti and your past,
creepy stuff.
you will need to explore the land and solve intricate puzzles to progress. Hell Is Us features no map, no quest markers, and no magical compass. Without those artificial aids, it relies on organic exploration.
So this is why you explore everything on a map
instincts,
or in a game on a map
and the world around
that you don't have.
I'm in charge here.
Armed with
Oh.
special weapons and your drone, you'll face the creatures born of the Calamity in intense
And that sounds familiar because that's from Legend of Zelda,
The
isn't it?
story
The
also
Calamity?
unfolds as you explore the dungeons.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
old school challenges, they offer more than just striking locations. Get ready for environmental puzzles and unforgettable fights. Trust your senses, ready your blade, set out for Hadia on September 4, or begin your adventure today if you pre-order the deluxe.
There you go. Pre-order it. Uh-oh, did I go back? Oh, it's commercial. My man, Par Rude commercial. There you go. So this game here, Hell Is Us. Third-person action-adventure game that blends the tense melee combat with the thrill of action and exploration without a map. So that means you got to learn your way and keep going. Remember,
I do like games like that from the exploration standpoint. It looks good.
Right.
It gives me huge Death Stranding vibes, but
Right.
more with exploration, almost roguelike type setting to it. You know, I mean, that's pretty cool. You know,
Yep, they got
I'd
so it
play
says
something like that.
Yeah, Hell Is Us features no map, no compass, no quest markers. You will need to follow your instincts to explore the semi-open world and uncover the mysteries of the torn country. So there you go. The mysteries of the torn world or land or whatever that they're in, the Calamity. So there you go. So I like that because I use maps in the first place, but since you don't have a map, I know my direction, so I can remember very well. I'm a geography major, so it kind of clicks back. Oh, I remember going down that tree, right by that tree. There's that river from the left. Okay, it's on the right. Boom.
You can have that and your cross country. You can use both.
Hey, yeah, that's what it is.
I get lost in games. I'm like, where was this? You know, I mean, unless it's like Skyrim or somewhere like where you know for a fact. But I think I dropped geography. You're like, where is this on the world? I'm like,
you dropped geography. You took geography in high school. I know you did. You had.
I think I dropped it. It was either that or world history I could take. I took the world history instead. I was like, I'd rather learn about the world. Like, you don't want to know where places are? No.
It's all right. All right. Couple more segments left of today's show. We got the next one up. What's on stream?
Row, row, row your boat gently up the... sorry. Excuse me. It's time for What's on Stream.
So what we've been doing is Andor Season 2. We are on episode 7 now. And it's starting to get heavy. Okay. Super heavy. Volatile. Which it ain't all. I mean, we already know it's volatile. It's the rebellion against the Empire. So nothing has changed. But things are getting... like I said, volatile. And pressure and all that fun stuff. So at the beginning of the episode, as this video, I kind of find the best video to link up what I'm talking about so you can see some of the scenes that are in the episode. I'm trying not to get the whole, get in trouble thing. Failed to mention it. So it opens with a mission where Willem returns to the rebel base on Yavin 4. And Yavin 4, is a big deal in the storyline because that's where a lot of battles went down between the Empire and the Rebellion. So that's William walking right there. And he unites with Cassian and Bix. And, stuff been going on with them. It's so very emotional reunion. William brings urgent news from Luthien, wants them to assassinate Deidre, which is Sidro's girlfriend. So Deidre Miro on Gorman, the ISB officer responsible for Ferrex's destruction and for orchestrating much of the Empire's oppression of the people in Gorman. So through Cassian, distrust, it's the only thing that's like a slow down from Willem coming back. Cassian, from last episode, he distrusts Luthien because he basically tried to get Bix into back into doing a mission, and she mentally wasn't ready. So her involvement, Deidre's involvement, is a painful past event. It's painful from past events. It gives the mission, I say, for Cassian, more of a personal event. And so right here, he's been in his last battle. He took a wound, and his shoulder has been kind of in pain in the last couple of weeks. So this is where Bix introduced Cassian to a force healer to treat his wound from the blaster that he got. But of course, he's kind of skeptic because he doesn't really believe in the force and those things. So the healer tends to his wound and privately tells Bix that Cassian bears, this is some foreshadowing here. So Cassian bears a profound burden, declaring him a messenger. So we all know what that's about, right? Akido, chat. Where's this story going? Andor, Jedi and Sith, and blowing up the Death Star, all of that stuff. So she sees the fact that he's part of Rogue One. Boom.
Okay.
There you go. So see, that is kind of some foreshadowing there of where he's a messenger. So the idea of his destiny stirs the discomfort. So her telling him this, he doesn't believe it, right? So this makes him uncomfortable. So Cassian, it's not. He said, like, I'm not here for that. I'm motivated for other reasons. So that's why I want to join with Willem on this mission to take care of the business of what we got to do on Gorman. So we find out everything we need to do. So with that, you then flick over. We'll get to the political scene where we have Martha, where she meets the Senator Oron of Gorman, and they fear, unfortunately, the overwhelming Empire presence is dominating the planet. So back on Gorman, Deidre plots. So remember, Deidre, this is Cyril's girlfriend, the little ornery-looking girl. She looks like she's always mad, or she got what's the phrase? Arresting
face that we can't apparently say on stream.
Exactly. That face. So with the Empire's presence and dominating the planet, there's Cyril, who I've been talking about, on Gorman, and his girlfriend Deidre, who's got that face problem. Plots with major Partagats to move forward with a resource extraction, despite mounting resistance from all the locals. So this is where, meanwhile, Cyril Kern navigates a tense conversation with Deidre, who basically she deflects everything he's talking about, because she's already manipulating him to do little missions and all that stuff. So Cyril is finding out that he's basically a pawn in the grand scheme of the Empire, taking a lot of, I will say, Gorman rebellion people, the rebellion there, taking them down. So he's a part of the mission, but not in a way he wanted to be a part of it. All right. And so at the end of this episode, we got that rebel resistance, and the raising stakes are getting more higher. So on Gorman, the Gorman front debates strategy. So how they're going to basically protest in a peaceful way, or are they going to take a bold action to what they're trying to defend, which is their land, and the Empire occupying their land and trying to take it over. So are they going to take a peaceful stand and protest in peace and not fight, or are they going to bold and fight back with weapons and guns and sticks and rocks and all that stuff? So as that tension gets intensified, Cassian and Willem arrive and split up at the scene of the big Gorman Plaza that we've seen in the last couple episodes of Andor. And that's where William here is talking about, right? They're getting that plan set up. When we go in there to try to either, figure out what the Empire is doing and stop them, but at the same time, we got all these protesters out there. So we need to, camouflage ourselves. So we go there to increase any, Empire that might recognize us walking around the whole outdoor area there. What's up, Tire Swap Genius? Oh, that's your boy, Akido. He's in the chat.
That's my boy, Plu.
So while William reconnects with Drina, somebody else moves deeper into the local resistance there. So we got a lot of more, like I said, this sounds like, to me, like Mission Impossible, but they got the Empire that is now, from last episode, gained ground on them and is really about to escalate to something serious. So this episode, I believe, is the setup for episode 8 and 9, where there's a lot going to happen, and it's not going to be good for the rebellion. So this episode marks a rare magical moment in Andor as the Force subtly enters into the narrative. So the writer of the show, Tony Gilroy, explains that this choice was a way to make and invoke Cassian's reluctant destiny without introducing an overt mythological elements like Jedi or Sith. So that's why I was referring to Rogue One, because with that, what he did, what the showrunner, which is the writer director of the story, finally made a connection to everybody. Like, oh, if you've seen Rogue One, then you've seen Star Wars, you've seen Empire Strikes Back. He is part of the mission that brought them years ago the blueprints of the Death Star and how to destroy it. And we all know that Stardust story and everything like that. So that's the cool part of watching these movies or watching this show. And that's Deidre with her face. There it is. Great actor. So that means if that means the actress is doing her job when we were giving her character a lot of talk time, I would say. So that's when you know an actor has been the bad person. That means they did a good job when we're talking about it. So from there, that's where Cyril going. So going into that, so conflict of trust between Luthen versus the Empire. So Cassian internally struggled with all of this because the way he approached Bix in the last episode or 2 episodes ago. So torn between that vendetta of then trying to take over or stop the Empire at whatever they're doing, basically trying to dominate the galaxy, and working on still how to do it a right way strategically and keep that integrity involved, because their last mission that he kind of was a part of, it fell through. And so this is where the rebellion, is going to take some hits coming up real soon. That's kind of like what they're setting up here. So highlights of that, of his disillusion with both Luther's manipulation of Bix and the Empire's brutality. He's now questioning himself, what am I doing? He's kind of lost because he knows his girlfriend ain't right. And he has somebody he works with that's kind of going over his head and asking questions to people he shouldn't be talking to without him in presence, which is Bix. So there's a lot going on. And this is where I feel watching that this is something big about to happen. The setup is coming. So this is the foreshadowing of episode 8 and 9. And so, of course, Cassian has questions. Shoot, I got questions. Like, what the heck's about to happen? Because something is not good. It's going to go down. So just on that note. So on the rating of this episode, it's the highest rating, one of the highest rated episodes, 86% Rotten Tomato score on this episode right here. I just wanted to throw that out there. So
I even know they did Rotten Tomato scores on individual episodes.
Right, they do. So that's why I pulled it up, because it's like, what? So that means this is a key episode. So if you're not watching Andor season 2 right now, please start watching it. So then then binge it through the weekend. So you get to episode 8 and then watch episode 8. And then episode 8, I'm gonna recap next week, because like I said, big things are coming, and it's not going to be good for the rebellion, because they're kind of not on I would say if I had a bad game, I wasn't on my game. They're not on that game, but it's the rebellion. It's lives going in the game here, not just a game of football. All right, so this is something that's going to come. Hopefully, it won't be as catastrophic as it may sound, but the rebellion is about to take a hit. But we've seen all the Star Wars. We know they take a hit, they come right back. So, but this is going to be a learning lesson for Cassian and his team of rebellion people that's on Gorman and the political Senate and all that stuff that's going on with what's going on in Andor, this whole season episode and this episode.
How come Star Wars always find a way to take a dude's shirt off?
I don't know.
I thought about that. Like when I saw that screenshot that you had, I'm like, wait a minute. They did it with Anakin.
He had a blaster shot on his shoulder. And so he had to get
They did it with Anakin. They did it in Acolyte. They definitely did it in Acolyte. They did it, and I'm trying to think of one movie where they didn't do it. I'm like, wait a minute.
You know what? You just took me back to a time. It reminded me something that my daughter did. One of my daughters. We watched the first 3. So I took them through the chronological order of Star Wars. So episode 1, Phantom Menace, Clone Wars, Revenge of the Sith, New Hope, Empire. I did that order.
Okay.
After we watched Clone Wars, one of my oldest daughters said, "Daddy, do they use the bathroom? I never saw him go to the bathroom." I'm like, what? Out of all that, you asking me that if they go to the bathroom?
That's a valid question.
It is, but I was like, hold up. You had
Darth Vader. I don't even know. He can't even. He's got to have it in the suit.
You had the flashy things called lightsabers. You had the laser guns. Pew 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 pew. You have Death. No, we had no. It wasn't Death Star yet. We had young Anakin driving the little hovercraft things. You had all that, and then you had the Clone Wars. You had all that, and it's the first thing out your mind is, do they go to the bathroom?
No, that's valid. Think about it. Think about it.
Wow.
Think about it. Well, no, I mean that's a valid question.
No, I agree with.
I'm just thinking when you have all the rebels. I mean, Empire, they got bathrooms, straight up. They got
they never
and
go.
showers.
They never.
No,
go.
but I'm just saying, where do the rebels even have? Like, they're in like the side of mountains or old temples or like wherever else. Like in Aliens, like that's a great question. Where are the bathrooms? Where are the showers? I'm just like, even while the women have their crazy hairstyles, like, what do they have for?
Speaking of the bathroom, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right, so I guess that means it's time for Akido to say whatever for a little bit. If you guys haven't already, if you want to join in or haven't joined our Discord, I'm gonna go ahead and get that in chat. There we go. If you want to play with me or Ahman, or even participate in the Pros versus Joes tournament we had, I believe it was last Sunday. I was the victor that one by a very small margin. Came down to a 1v1 on Babylon and Black Ops 6 between me and Ahman, and I was down by 3. I'm not feeling so confident about the next one because the pros, man, they were rough. So if you want to join in on that and join us, be sure to join the Discord. Also, if you're ever wanting to participate, I know Cowboy Natty and Master High Roller the other day participated with us in Call of Duty. We ran some matches. It was a great time. Or we do our fighting stuff, I believe, like you said, tomorrow. If you guys want to join in with us, feel free. Join that Discord link. Also for the fantasy football stuff, which just closed, I think it was yesterday. If you want to get in the games with us, aside and participate outside of the Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, whatever, just be sure to join in that Discord. That's where we post our schedule and all the information. Man, you just straight up left me just to
I
talk.
haven't used the bathroom.
Oh, you're good. I'm just saying. I'm like, I gotta say something. I just gonna be staring at me.
I'm about to explode. I gotta go.
Don't worry, I'm good filling material. I'm good filling material.
Good job taking the reins. Good job. Good work. All right, we're here at the end of the show. Last segment here. We got Ahman Green's Gamers Tip of the Weeks, and we're on sports games now. That we got to get you in, bro. We got to get you playing some Madden, some.
I got this 2K. One. This is my only sports game I own right now. Last year's.
I got football 25. Nice.
Well, I got this one from you. You know how much I paid for this? It was $5 at Best Buy.
Oh, that's awesome. That was a year later, so that's good. That's how you come up on stuff. Smart. And that's where eventually I'm gonna be doing that. I'm not gonna be buying day one games, especially sports games, because you don't have to.
Game Pass
you don't have. I mean, I love playing the games, 2K and Madden and college football and Top Spin and golf games, but you don't have to buy them every year. I wish they would just go to the Fortnite format. EA, can you do that, please?
I mean, that would make a lot more sense if you could just buy one game. Well, I mean, the graphics and stuff, just update it.
The just update it. The graphics,
update the roster.
But I think a lot of people obviously lose. No, they probably gain more jobs, right? You would think. If that was the case,
I think you could probably pack more content in too. And I mean, if you had different versions, kind of like how Call of Duty has Call of Duty, right?
Right.
But then if you have like Madden, and you can select between if you want to go to a previous version or like some sort of roster with updates and whatever else you could.
My idea. There you go.
There you go.
Back at those games. I like that. Back at those gamers lounge for about 5 minutes or 2 minutes there.
That's a dangerous thing. You can go follow me on my own. I'll be streaming, whatever else. But that's Akido's Gamers Lounge is unhinged. You don't want that.
Oh man, it'll be fun. I already know what that's going to be like. So master the controls here on the Ahman's Gamers Tips of the Week sports game, just like in FPS, is no different. Learn every button and combo to fully utilize the player's ability. In Madden, you got the A and X and Y and A, B buttons. That's to snap the ball. If you're playing Madden, to spin move is B, know those buttons like the back of your hand. RB, trigger, It's for usually in sports games, the trigger is your turbo, where it makes you run faster or jump higher. In 2K, or maybe in MLB The Show, it helps you swing the bat a certain way, and you got to use the right stick for that. And MLB The Show, it's a little weird, it's a little wonky, but you get it. So, but know those buttons, because then you'll know how to move your avatar, your player, the player you're controlling, your user. You'll be usering the proper way. So practice, spend time in practice modes or tutorials to build muscle memory for advanced moves like juke moves, skill moves, and all the trick shots that you got. I know in soccer, they do the whole dribbling thing with your feet, which is awesome, because then you start popping that thing over your head, over your opponent's head, where they can't tackle the ball from you. They can't tackle you and get the ball away and all that fun stuff. And then you're not mad at the game. Like, how? Because a lot of y'all, I know what y'all do. You get a new game, you download the game, and then you go right into the game. And then you mad at the game because you just got your butt kicked by either your friend, your brother, your sister, or somebody online. You'd be like, this game sucks. Like, no, you don't know how to play it properly. Did you even do the tutorial? And see, we used to have the books. Remember the books they used to come with the games? Yeah. I used to read that book from front page to back page before I played the game. So they have that in the game for every sports game. If it's football, if it's baseball, if it's basketball, if it's golf, tennis, cricket, rugby, for any video game that they make, go into the practice area, learn the game. If you already played a game, then it should be easy for you, because then now you just got to learn the buttons to snap the ball, spin move.
There's
hurdles.
2 things with that though too.
What's up?
One, they might swap up, and I know you've mentioned this too when you were on stream playing Madden. Sometimes they swap up the way that actions and stuff happen between the versions of Madden.
Yep.
So they change a game mechanic that you're used to in a previous Madden, and you're wondering how to do the same thing in the new one. They might have swapped up the way to do it, and you can still do it, but unless you go into the tutorial or look at the button controls on how to do it, you get caught with not prepared. I'll put it to you that way.
And said it better myself. Good job.
And when not only for sports games, for that fighting, I was telling them about the Pros versus Joes tournament, the last one. Whenever we're trying to do our fatalities and stuff, or we don't know the button combos and stuff, and you're trying to memorize whatever fighter you're playing with, knowing the controls and stuff for what does what, and memorizing your button combos, and actually taking the time to learn what does what, instead of just straight up, like you were saying, just straight up butt mash or going straight into it. That's life or death. And I wouldn't have done nowhere near. I took you by surprise midway through the Mortal Kombat one when everyone was talking. I'm over here, up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right, just going into the practice settings.
I knew you already did warm up. You said it anyway. I was like, no surprise. That's why he's balling. That's why he's balling out of control. So yeah, do that, and then you're not mad at the game. You're not mad at the company for making. You're not mad at EA. You're not mad at who else makes sports games between EA, MLB The Show, 2K that makes 2K Sports. They got wrestling too, the wrestling games, UFC, that's EA. So all those games, learn the buttons, master the controls, please. Before that'll be one fit that you say for yourself. You can save that rage session for another day. All right. Learn the sports game.
Go to that PAX booth at Borderlands 4.
There you go. You better have your own break room in your house. So there you go. So oh man, we're at the end of the show. So appreciate Akido, appreciate you. Average Historian, Tire Swap Genius. We had a few new people pop in today.
A Meteor Gun came in too. That's my guy, Victor.
Yep. We had Loke Diz, Cowboy Natty, C Hendo also popped in here.
Natty, you better hop on Halo in a bit.
Yeah, we got Halo in probably about
Didn't
an hour.
Answer my question.
Less than an hour now.
I gotta go get him from daycare too. I gotta quick after I get off stream, I'm about to go get Artie.
Yeah, you gotta go get Artie. So I'll be on I'll probably push it back like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Well, he right up the way too. It's like 10 minutes.
So all right, we're at the end of the show. So thank you for everyone jumping into my show, along with my man Akido to my right.
I keep it lively.
Keep it lively. So this is where gaming, sports, and life collide. So we hope you enjoyed the show and you got your daily, weekly dose of gaming goodness, insightful conversation. So be sure to follow us on social media. That is everywhere. Ahman Green 30 on X and Instagram. AG_Gamers Lounge on Instagram and X. TikTok, Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. On Kick, on Twitch, and also NILTV Esports here on Twitch. We're streaming on YouTube right now. Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. The X I mentioned already. And then already the Instagram. So we're streaming on X, Twitch, and YouTube and Instagram right now. So please follow, subscribe, like, give us some feedback, whatever about the show. Jump in the Discord. I could already put the Discord in the chat. Please join us. We got fun things coming up. We got Hank Basket, his son Hank Jr. playing against Lewis Leonard and his son Leighton in some Fortnite and some 2K matchup, a father-son duo going at it. And we have every Sunday, last Sunday of the month, we got the pros versus Joe. So if you feel you want to compete against some pros, come find us. We sitting on the sticks waiting for you. We want to have some fun. We want some competition. We're fiending for it. All right. So we got some fun things for alumni, NILTV Esports and Ahman Green TV coming down the line. But please follow, share, and subscribe. So thank you very much. And right now, this is Ahman Green and my man Akido signing off. So see y'all next week. Peace. So there we go. We're getting off this show. Got to get to all the assets, right?
Daddy talking about having chores. I'm like, the only responsibility you have is to your teammates.
Got the music going first. You know.
And the outro out to Cowboy Natty not joining us. No, I'm just kidding. Handle your business, folks.